Hello, everyone. This is Carolyn Rasmussen and the awesome Elena Crawford, and we're going to be your facilitators, I guess is the best way to put it. I believe this is call number 3 for the 90 Days for Director Bound, and we're excited to talk about host coaching tonight. But first we want to do the toot your own horn thing, as Cindy likes to start. So, who wants to toot? Karina, you're on.
So like I said, I'm closing 4 parties right now. And 2 of them are over $500, and that'll be my first over 500.
Good.
And then another one is over 4, and then both of the others were over 4, if I'm remembering right. It's been crazy. And then I've got, I think, 6 bookings so far. So that is really cool because I was worrying about the rest of November. I've got 2 more that start today, and now I've got 1 more that starts, and then I've got some for December and January and April. So,
wow.
Yeah, I'm super psyched.
Super awesome.
So that's it. And then I've got 1 lady who I used to work with, who when I was a consultant 8 years ago, she gave me her old Pampered Chef pin that I could put on my my shirt, and she is considering signing back up because of the virtual parties, and she said her upline wasn't very supportive before, and she says she knows that I would be, and I said, you don't even know the rest of the team yet, so So yeah, so super exciting. Hopefully I get my second recruit, and yeah.
Well,
going good.
Get that team lead title, because did Elena get a chance to talk with you about the leadership conference?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so team lead definitely is important so that you can get in on that. So that's an awesome weekend. I'm excited to have Elena there. She wasn't really started yet. So did you come last year, or did you? No, because you were barely started, right, Elena? You had just.
No, I didn't start parties till January.
Yeah, so it's a really cool, awesome weekend.
Yeah, awesome.
So okay, well, anything else?
No, that's it.
Anybody else you want to brag on, Elena?
I mean, they're all just like rocking it. They're all excited to try to get their parties booked for the holidays to earn the free rewards, and they're trying to book their Novembers like crazy, and they're excited to be green by the 15th and all the prizes that they're winning. Like, my team keeps winning all the prizes, so they're like killing it.
That is awesome. Good. We want to get everything going so that in January you got a full calendar too, because November, December with the holidays, everything kind of has a shortened calendar. So hopefully Denisha can get in. She said she couldn't hear. So Denisha, do you have anything? You got to toot your own horn? How's November going?
Well, it was not going well, so I decided to start green dotting because I've never done that before, and I got a booking off of it. So now I have a booking, and I also have a host that got into the sweepstakes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was glad she did it. She was determined, and she did it. So
fabulous. Okay, well, we will start our training, because we're all off course with all the technical issues that we've had. Let me go ahead and share my screen. First, I need to make sure I've got Pampered Chef up. And then we'll start sharing my screen. And share screen. There we go. Okay. Y'all see okay? Y'all can see my Pampered Chef site?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So I'm going to go through this. I kind of did this last time, Denisha, so you'll probably recognize a lot of it, but I think it's valuable information on host coaching, because host coaching is probably the most important thing. There's a saying that says that you actually earn your commission check with host coaching. You just go to the party to collect it. And whether you're doing home parties or you're doing virtual parties, the host coaching will make or break a party. And I think in some ways, virtual parties, host coaching is even harder, because you've got to reach out and really touch base with them a lot. So I'm going to go through. PC University has some really great resources on host coaching, and this is available to everybody to go out here and see. This is a great place to send your new consultants to go look for host coaching ideas and tools. We'll go through all this first, and then Elena is going to walk through how she host coaches her virtual parties. She is amazing at this. She gets so much activity. She has lots of returning hosts, lots of bookings from her parties, that because of all the fun and excitement she builds in her party with her hosts. And she's also had to learn how to navigate out of and around Facebook jail, and she has, in the process, found some really cool things to do on our parties. So after we go through the basics, we're going to turn it over to Elena and kind of walk through how she does her parties. So PC University is right here. And when you go in, I'm just going to go to get a refresher. You can do the new consultant start there if you want to. Host coaching. So there's a whole training class on host coaching. You get the details. And all the trainings are very well organized. Here are resources, and you can expand them out. There's things to listen to. There's handouts, all kinds of stuff here. First contact. So this is all the resources for the first time you call your host. And so we'll walk through all the stuff, but this is like a shortcut to all the resources. So you got to build the relationship. We're in a relationship business, and if you don't have a relationship with your host, it's not going to go well on either side. So the first thing is to build a relationship, and connecting often is hugely important. And they're looking to you to know what to do. You're the expert, so you need to set the expectations on what they're supposed to be doing. If you don't tell them, they don't know. And even if they have experience because they are in direct sales for something else, or they've hosted with you before, never assume that they know how this goes. You want to walk them through step by step, the save the date, the official invitation, the final reminder. Those are all important things that you need to step them through. Then there's a video. You guys can come back and watch the video on it. And then first contact. I love this. They give you a script on what to do. So let's go to build excitement. Get your host excited about the host rewards. And you can actually go to the benefits. I don't know if I was trying to create my show folder, and if you go to the interactive catalog and go to the very last page, then you can go, there's a blue bar at the top. You can actually print out the back cover of the catalog, and it will actually, I think, save it as a document, so you could post that in your virtual parties or anything like that. I didn't realize that. That's, the back cover's got the host only specials and all that stuff. So if you click on I'll just do it since we're sharing screen, why not, right? You go and you're on, this is the virtual catalog that we send everybody to. And if you move the dot all the way to the end, you get the last page. See this blue bar at the top? You can click here and it downloads it. And you can download the PDF, I believe it's a PDF. And you can...
Oh, I love it.
And you can...
I love new stuff.
Are you making faces because you're closing parties, or are you making faces because you didn't know this?
Because I didn't know that.
I found this
watching
last week or the week before. So you can save it, and I mean, it's got the whole back page. I mean, how cool is that? It's like, wow. So y'all check back to this, going back and forth to, the PC University, because they're adding stuff here all the time. This is like huge, and I forget to go back and look at this stuff. So yeah, so that, get them excited. What are you going to get by hosting? Another suggestion is, have them really work on their wish list right away, and that will get them excited about their host benefits. Invitations, top 40, who do you know? Now, this is more important with the live parties. Virtual parties, of course, you tell them to invite everybody. But with live parties, they need to sit down and think about who they're going to invite, their top 40 list. Same list you use to think of the top 40 people you want to host parties for you. That same thought process of grabbing friends, family, or friends, relatives, acquaintances, that whole Franks thing works with them too. And then start promoting, okay? And collecting orders before the party. How cool would it be if you start the party and it's already qualified? And here's table talk. So here, look, a script. Hi, Sally, it's Carolyn, your Pampered Chef consultant. Is now a good time to chat? Great, this is going to be such a great party for you and all your friends. I can't wait. Now tell me, what products can you see in your kitchen? I'd like to help you earn them for free. I want you to list all of them and don't hold back. We have an amazing host rewards plan, and hosts never pay full price for products. My goal is to help you maximize your rewards and, of course, make sure all your guests have a great time. I'm so excited to have this party with you. And, it goes on. So you can just tweak that to make it sound like you, but it's all right here. So this is phone call number 1. Hugely important. If you're doing virtual parties, still call your hosts. They want to hear the human voice. And it may be you just leave a message because they don't answer, but at least once contact them and call them. It's really building the relationship. Okay, now I'm going back, and number 2, follow up with the hosts. So after the first contact phone call, when you finish talking with your host, send an email recapping kind of what you talked about. And here's the things you need to put in there. Confirmation date, instructions for the host to create an account. They really need to kind of create the account. They can create the wish list or their cart already. All that stuff, have that done ahead of time. The top 40 lists, send that to them, especially for live parties. Directions on how guests can place an order. Details on how to send and save the date. Send a save the date email, which your host should send in the next couple days, and steps so your host is prepared in the next contact from you. Okay, and then here's table talk. So again, I haven't even looked at this part, but I wonder if it's got instructions on how to create an account. Copy and paste this. Isn't that neat? We don't have to recreate this. So, okay, let me go back. Oops, sorry, I got to scroll to the bottom. So back here, and now we're going to check in with hosts and guests. Contact the host. This is double check the address and where you're going. I've seen a tip if you're actually driving to someone's house, this time of year it's dark, have them take a picture of the front of their house and send it to you. It's hard to see numbers on houses right now in the dark. Here's again, table talk, what to say, goals, contacting the guests. They need to remind their guests. Send an email reminder. A lot of this stuff is also in the actual party on Consultant's Corner, and you can send emails to guests and hosts. Have y'all seen that, where that is?
Yes.
Denisha, have you seen that? You can
Yeah, I've used it where you can go in and email everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, I've used that.
It's handy, and there's one for the host too, before and after the party. We'll run over there. Let's see. Here's Consultant's Corner. So if you go into your shows, and here's my host that starts tomorrow. Oops, sorry, I went the wrong way. So you go to the actual party where you set up the party. There's email host. and there's a email before the show, and then you can click this for the email thanking them after the show, and it changes the words. Cool. And then there's the guest list, and you can check off the guest list, and then there's emails you can send. So you can add a save the date. You can do this invitation. You can send a reminder. You can do the thank you for your order. And your host has access to these too, I believe, from their page. So I don't know what the wording is on these. Let me see. Does it say? Mark your calendar for the date. It's easy. So you can you edit it? Yep. So you can change it for a virtual party. And you can use this if you're if they happen to put them in the guest list. If they don't invite through the guest list, that doesn't work very good for before. Works great for a thank you after everybody's ordered. It's a great way to thank everybody. Okay, back to host coaching. We got off topic. Final check with the host, and then follow up with the host no more than 24 hours after the party. So you'll want to check in with them after the party, even the virtual parties, and make sure that they get their order in and everything. So all these resources are here. You can do a second contact with hosts. All this are the shortcuts here. Here are some recipes if you're going to do a live party. Here's a printable invitation. And they're here. Oh, I hope y'all cannot hear my family. Can you hear my family in the background? We were gone, so the kids ordered pizza. So anyway, I'll try and talk over them. There's host coaching letters here, and they do this usually for the holidays and for summer. Have y'all seen these? This is a recipe and a reminder to them. Hi, I'm looking forward to your show. You can actually print this off and mail it, snail mail it to them. They love it. There's 3 letters. And I don't know what the dates are. They usually have on here when to send it. So you would do one for your January. It'd be really important to do this. So for January, do one at the beginning of December, one right before Christmas, and one right after Christmas. And that helps keep them on the calendar, especially for the live parties that they go, oh my gosh, I forgot I had this party, and it kind of falls off their radar. There's all these resources, party planner, and everything else. So any questions? I ran through that really quickly, but I think that that's probably one of the best resources. Let me go back to host coaching, is what they've already provided us for host coaching. But it's most important to talk to your host, and do multiple touches with them, and all along the way when you're doing the virtual parties. Any questions? Then I will mute my lovely background noise, and I will turn it over. I will unstop my share, and I'm going to mute, and then we're going to turn it over to Elena, and she's going to go over virtual party hosting.
So this is going to be very simple. It's not planned out. I'm just going to walk y'all through my process from before the party starts all the way through to the end. So let me share my screen real quick. So normally a week before, I'm going to create, and I've already lost connection like 4 times and been disconnected. So hopefully that's not going to happen while I'm talking. But what I do a week prior to the show starting is I create an image that they can post on their Facebook or email or text their friends. And so I change them up each month, but this is for this month, if y'all can see it. And so it just kind of gets them excited, has the date, they can post this on their Facebook page. Usually, oh goodness, I have one or two a week that like I think they're too shy that they refuse to post anything. But the ones that do, I find that they will start placing their orders before the party even starts because they're just excited about it. So those, if you can get them to post an image or any post that they want to create that they're having a party coming up, it lets their friends plan their budget, and they can already get a wish list going and get orders in. So this is just a simple, I'll private message them. I am bad. I don't do phone calls. That's something that I would like to step out of my comfort zone and possibly try to start doing that each week, is actually calling my host. But as of right now, I just send this image, usually on Sunday evenings. I will private message all of my hosts that are coming up the following week, just to confirm, remind them of their party, to make sure that we're still having the party. And then they get excited. I make sure that they receive their host packet. If they have any questions, we go over like what their top item that they want to get from the party. So they get really excited about that. What else? So then I send that to them. They almost immediately are like, what do I do? Do I set up my own party? Like they forget the conversations that we've had prior to their party. So they think that they get even more excited when I'm like, no, I'm going to do all of that for you. You're just going to have fun with your friends and interact with them on a daily basis. And they're like, oh my gosh, that's all I do. So they get excited all over again. So after I do that, I will create my host group page. And I don't know if everyone is familiar with that. Just like you would create your group page for your party, I do a group page for all of my hosts. So on this particular party, this was my last week's party since I ended it on Saturday. I had, I think, 6 hosts. So it never fails. One party a week I have where they try to add all of their friends to the host only page. So what I do is on my host group page, I will make it a secret group so that they cannot add people to it. You also have to go into the settings and make sure that you change it to where they can add people, but you have to approve them. Because I had someone add 106 people to this group page, but because of my Facebook jail stuff, I don't block them or anything. I just ignore it because they can't see it. And then I just politely private message my host to make sure that they're added to the right page. But also something I've started doing, and it's helped prevent that, is I will right here, instead of just giving them instructions on how to set their party up, I first want to make sure that they've joined the host group page, and that I post this right here, that they have to tell me when they're ready for me to add them to their personal party page. And this has worked out great. This is the second week that I started doing that. And I like it a lot better because it forces I don't have to sit here and look at who has looked at this and is ready to start their party. They have to personally message me and tell me, hey, I'm ready, I'm excited. Now what do I do? And then so I will send them a message. Let me see if I can find one. Oh gosh, she's a bad person because we talk like multiple times a day. Let's see. So these are conversations with my host throughout their party week. So sometimes they can be lengthy. So we're like, goodness. I talk a lot to my host on the group page, and then I also make it personal and private message them also. Okay, so this was this was my friend that invited the people to the host group. So I send them a week prior, I send them their invitation, and tell them that they can add that, text it, make sure that they receive their catalogs. And then once they are comment on the host group page that they are ready to add friends, I put this little message in, here you go, try not to add more than 225 friends. Add them in small numbers, like 10 at a time, to make sure that Facebook doesn't think you're a robot. Once you've added everyone, if you could please let me know so I can post about bonus tickets they can earn. And yay, so excited. And then I will copy paste the link to their personal party page. So all they have to do is click on their party page and then start adding friends. And then once they're done, they're supposed to comment, I'm done. But if I don't hear from them within a timely manner, I'll check. And if I see like over 50 people invited, then I will go back to, that's not good because I got out of our group. I will go back to this page, to their actual party page, and then start adding. Instead of using the script and posting it on day 0, I post like the stay tuned, the bonus tickets. My parties start on a Sunday. The day 0 is on Sunday. I add my host on a Saturday. And so I start posting as long as they've added all their guests on Saturday. I will post about the bonus tickets, and I will post about the specials, just so that there's a little interaction and they see that there's a party going on. If they get like super active and start placing orders, I just go along with them and let them know that the party will officially start on Monday. And then as far as the host coaching group, our team has a script that we send on a daily basis that our wonderful Susan created before I joined. And I schedule those in ScentShare every morning at 8 o'clock. So these beautiful pictures right here, there's one for each day with a little tip. And so I post those each morning at 8 o'clock. But I will also touch base with them probably an hour to 2 hours after that, just what to expect during the day. If there's something that they've been weak on, or if they haven't been participating, I'll kind of, sorry, I'm trying to get down to the bottom here. So this was just a quick tip that I gave them, like after they got people added. Something new that I told Carolyn that I, due to my Facebook gel and it limiting how many times I can post a day, because we're really not sure what is putting us in Facebook jail. But we're thinking on my end that it's just from how many posts I'm creating a day. So to prevent that, I'm doing 6 posts that are pre-scheduled in ScentShare, and they're pretty much every 2 hours, because I usually have more than 5 parties a week going at a time. So to decrease the amount of posts, I do 6 posts in ScentShare, and then I do the other ones from, let's see. I don't know if y'all have seen this. I think it's pretty new. If you have a group page, you can link it to your personal pages. But if you have a business page, I have a business page. Then here, when you go to edit your party, your group setting, you can actually link your page. It'll pull up any pages that you have associated with you, and you'll click link. And then what that does, it's pretty awesome. It will make your page visible to all of those friends for the entire week. They're always going to have access to your business page. So they're more likely to go check it out because they're looking at it every day. And then what it has also done is anytime I am on my computer and I post in that party, it posts as if I am my business page. So ScentShare is posting as myself. And then when I post from my computer, it posts as my business page. So I'm able to create more posts in the day. So far that's working out for me. But what I've also done to prevent too many posts is I have asked my host to please help me. Let me come back here. Sorry, I have a lot of posts. So what I've started doing is I just tell them that daily I have a lot of videos on my business page. And so I've asked them that if I will copy and paste the URL of a video that I would like them to post, I've asked if they would please, let me go up to one. So like right here, I wanted them to, yes, this was the catalog view. So I didn't want to waste a post doing that. And I knew that if my host were to create a post themselves, that they're going to get triple the views versus if I posted it. So I copy paste the link here, and then I ask my host to copy and paste that link into their personal party page. And sure enough, they get like triple the amount of views than if I were to post it. So it's getting more interaction or more views, which seems to be helping these last 2 weeks that I just started that. And then also I will ask them to, let's see, I know I have them in here. So like I have videos of live cooking. And so I'll ask them to copy and paste those. I'll give them a little, tell them what the video is about. So they could, if they wanted to copy paste everything, you just have to kind of explain to some of them aren't going to know how to do that. And so I just walk them through it and tell them it's really easy. Normally when you copy a URL, it's going to put the video down here below, but I just mark out of the box so it takes that video view away, and it is just strictly the URL. So I only want them to see the URL so that when they go to copy paste that in their party, that they have to also watch it too for the first time and look at it. But it's been wonderful. Last week was, I think, the first full week that I've done that. And I mean, it was just amazing how many more people were actually viewing the videos. So it would like spike up sales. Like they would immediately say like, add that to my order, add that to my order. So that was pretty cool. And it also gets, for those hosts that don't participate in your parties, it really helped make or force those hosts to be active in their parties. And then what I found is I always have 1 to 2 shy hosts per week. Okay, so basically if you will just share, if you don't have videos, I did not have or do anything live for like 3 months when I started. So I know there's several people still out there that don't or are not comfortable with doing live videos. But if you'll go to, let's see, if you'll go to Consultant Corner and go to just search for kids video, you're going to have these wonderful professional videos that are here. And so
between work,
oh goodness,
practice, lessons and appointments, we steal little moments as a family.
So you can download directly to your computer.
Start having fun cooking together.
And then what I do is,
even if they're acting silly,
I just open those up and rename them so that I'm going to know what they are.
Family-friendly recipes, simple cooking tools, and everyday inspiration for me and my kids.
You can hit pause and it'll stop playing. Okay. There we go.
So I will copy paste those on here and ask that they put those on there. Or I will, if I don't have a video for that particular day, that particular theme that we're doing, I will just ask them to, right now is a great time to post your wish list. Let your friends know what you're wanting to get from this party. Just anything, just if you'll tell your host something each day, 1 or 2 times a day even, to personally, like if they're too shy to create posts themselves, give them an idea and just say, hey, within the next 2 hours, go to your party page and tell why you're having this party. Share your favorite product. Take a picture, a screenshot of your phone with your wish list or your favorite product or what you're wanting to get. Just the more you make your host active in their own party, the more their guests are going to be willing to participate and get excited too. So I'm sure y'all know that. But another thing that I also do within my host groups, like I had 2 ladies, they were so cute this past week. They were like cheering each other on, and they were like best friends by the end of the party. So I always, on a daily basis, usually in the evening, I will post like where their parties are at during that particular day. And I tell them, not to get discouraged because this person that had $24 and there's someone that has almost 800. So I tell them, don't get discouraged. People will wait to the last second. So this person that had $24, she ended up with a show that was $850 something. So it was just crazy. So I just literally, I'm completely, I am like an open book with my host. I mean, I just tell them I was like in the middle of doing a live, setting up for a live video, and I found out my husband wasn't going to be home and I wasn't going to be able to do that. So I had to go look at my videos and find one that matched the theme for that day. And so I was like, gosh, I've already asked them to copy paste like 2 nights before that. So I was like, please, when you have a chance, and not only one video, but they copied and pasted both. Like they were private messaging me. They were excited to see what I was going to ask them to copy and paste for the next day. That like they were getting excited about that. It was so funny. See, like this host was like, oh my gosh, I was hoping to see the cooked veggies because she didn't realize there was a second video that showed the results. So I had to tell her, she just had to post the second one. So like they get excited. Like when you give them little tasks, they get excited. And then when they're excited, their guests are going to be excited. When their guests are excited, they're going to order. So it's just been, I have a lot of fun and I'm super honest with them. If it's something that's personal and like I've asked someone to please, like I've had hosts that have, let me see one. Oh wow. She listened to me. She only had 20 people invited this morning. And I was basically begging her, please, in my experience, you want to at least have over 100 invited. But then I do tell them, if you're going to invite less than 50, that requires you to be even more active as a host. Like, I don't have a problem with you having less than 50 people if you are going to dedicate being on your party 3 times a day and being very interactive. So she immediately, I guess when I told her that, she went and added more people to her party, which is good. This person, she is going to become a consultant at the end of the week, hopefully, if we can get her party to qualify for a kit credit. And so I told her, don't invite more than 225, but I can't really complain because she's trying to get a business going. So she's super excited about joining Pampered Chef. So she has 399. But as you know, if you invite more than 250, you can't see who's viewing the post. So she's going to have to work. It's going to be like a little trial for her. She's going to have to work hard to get her sales up. So that is really about it. I will, on the last day, let me go back to my, on the last day, I'm very active and keep them updated a few times a day, where they are at in their party. So like this is like, we have 30 minutes left for 5 of you. And then I had another lady that was in California. And so I was just updating them, letting them know that they need to go ahead and do their kitchen disaster, announce their winners. If there's anything, like if they need to extend or we need to hold off on the grand prize drawing. So honestly, whatever. I don't have a script. It's however my day is going. I just know that I'm going to touch base with my host with my script that's already posted out of ScentShare. That's going to kind of get it started. I'm going to kind of see how the day is going in the first couple hours, definitely around lunch. And if no one's participating, I've got to figure out how to get my host involved. If they are being super excited, I'm going to tell them that they're doing a great job and to keep doing what they're doing. If it's anything that you would perceive negative, I would send a private message so that you don't make them feel bad in front of all the other hosts. So I just try to keep it positive. See, like this host, I mean, they literally cheer each other on. They were like, "Great work, everyone. I had so much fun with you all." I mean, that is just crazy. Like, these people don't even know each other and they're cheering each other on. So it's pretty cool. So let me know if y'all have any questions. That's really, really about all I do. I will also send them private message to let them know. I verify their address with them before the party closes. I verify who all is going to ship to them. I verify all of their rewards. I tell them about their kit credit, how much Pampered Chef has blessed my family, and if that's something that they would be interested in. I do start talking about that 3 days prior to the show closing. So yeah, that's really about it. I want to have it on record in my messenger that I have verified all of this information for them. So if something comes back to me and they're like, "I don't remember you asking that," or "Why did you send me," stuff falls through the cracks, definitely. But this is like my own mental check that I've verified everything as far as winners of what, and we verified who's shipping to them. So I just like to have it in writing on my messenger. Y'all may use a notebook. I know a lot of people use a notebook. So that's really about it.
Awesome.
So I will answer questions that y'all have.
Any questions?
Hopefully that helped a little bit.
You can probably stop share, Elena. We can see everybody better. There we go. Any questions? And that is a lot of information. Did y'all like that?
I do have a question. So I have hosts that will almost argue with me about adding people to their group.
I do too.
Like I have one right now where she only has like 6 people in there, and I'm one of them, and so is she. That's starting today. So is that a scenario where you would be like, you got to work really hard if you're only going to have this amount of people in there? Or I mean,
yes, and I honestly just started that this past 2 weeks, because just recently, within the last few months, people are like dead set on. I've even had some like, I don't want to do a group because I think it's spamming people, and I'm not going to put my friend in that situation, and I want you to do an event. And so if I'm asked to run my business in a different way to help you, then I just communicate that with them. Either if I'm going to do an event, or if you're not going to invite only 10 people, I ask that they please help them get rewards, and that they have to become even more active to help you, because there's only 10 people. So
right.
you have to have those all 10 people active for you to have a successful party. So just politely communicate with her. So I figured out that they weren't getting it. When you're telling them, please, you've got to have more than 100, and they're thinking, I don't understand why these pushy people are telling me to have 100 people. Like, they're not going to do it no matter what. If they haven't done it by day 2, they're not going to do it. So I think rewording, that's the first person that I've told that to that actually added more people, because she's like, in her head, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be more active, so I better just add some more people then. Like, that's the first person that's done that. So maybe that wording will hit a few people, so you can try that.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Awesome.
Yay. So let's see. There is on, let me go back and look. So this is some incredible information. I know I took notes when Elena was talking too, and I'm going to redo how I do my host coaching with virtual parties for sure. The key really is, it's super important. Don't skip host coaching. There is a call, and it's Make It Impactful. And if you go to the PC University, there are 2 of them. You can pick either one. I think they're from a conference, and there's a handout for them. So pick one of the Make It Impactful lessons and listen to that for this week. And let's see. Actually, I take that back. There's a Help Hosts Max Their Shows with Lisa Noto and Michael Yoakley. That's the one you need to listen to. Help Hosts Max Their Shows with Lisa Noto and Michael Yoakley. I'll show you the screen here. So I'm on the host coaching page, and I clicked on the peer sharing resources, and it's right here. Help Hosts Max Their Shows with Lisa Noto and Michael Yoakley. And listen to it's just the audio, but listen to that one and take notes on what they do to maximize their shows. And then there'll be more stuff. I'm sure when Cindy gets back tomorrow evening or on Tuesday, we'll post everything. I will post the recordings. Now, this recording was done in 2 parts because of the time thing. So once the recordings are done, I'll post them. Yes, Karina?
So I closed the party, and there's a woman who's asking me now, oh, I just got off of work. I just closed a couple of parties too. Yay. But she's saying she just got off of work and she wanted to order, and can she order? Do you know, even if I submitted it, like, can I contact Home Office? No. Well, she waited too long then.
Yeah. I mean, she can.
You can tell her if, like, you have another party you're about to close, if she just wanted to order. So if she doesn't, say, hey, if you want to, host your own party, then we can get your little list that you wanted.
Yeah. She wanted the popcorn maker.
Well, there's lots of ways to order it. She just can't help her friend. But you know what?
She doesn't want to order now because she can't help her friend.
Okay, but
so
I can tell you that those people had no intention to order, honestly.
Right.
Well, the other
she
thing
told me like 2 days ago she wanted to order that popcorn maker.
Would that popcorn maker have moved her friend to another level?
No.
And tell her that. Say, oh, don't worry, it's not a problem. She was, she had already made her next level. The $30 from the popcorn maker wasn't gonna make her hit another level. So you didn't
Okay.
You didn't hurt your host at all.
Okay.
Still really want that popcorn maker. I'll be happy to help you with that. Usually that diffuses it because they're like, man, I wanted to get my friend to the next, but they don't realize it's $100 increments, and if she's at 125, it's not going to make a difference.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Tell her that.
Okay.
I have a question. I have a host that I've been texting to. She has someone that wants to make an order but does not have an email address.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do that?
It's her phone number at mytpc.com. That's thepamperedchef.com. mytpc.com.
My TPC?
Yeah, like the Pampered Chef.
The Pampered Chef. Yeah.
The Pampered Chef. And that'll work for guests also?
Yep.
Okay.
So you just take the guest phone number and at mytpc.com.
Okay.
What you can do, there's a way that you can re-email the receipt and add someone to it. So in the past, I have emailed the receipt to the host and had her print it off and get it to the guest.
Okay.
All righty. Well, thank you guys for joining us. I hope this was valuable. Elena and I kind of rushed through it, but it was a lot of really awesome information. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. And we will, I didn't write down where the next call is. Shame on me. Let me see if I can find it really quick. It is. I'm booking. Where's the call schedules? Anybody have it written down when the next call is, since I'm behind here? Did she pin it maybe?
Yeah, it's on there. It's on there somewhere.
I'm sure it's next week. It's not Thanksgiving week, right? So it's right after Thanksgiving. And I should have had this written down. Oh, here we go. It is call for ways to inform and the magic of inviting is Tuesday, November 21st.
Great.
So it is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Okay.
Yay.
All righty. We'll watch for the survey and all the goodies on our Facebook page. And y'all have a great evening. Thanks for putting up with the technical issues.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye.